All right, this is part two of us, the movie breakdown, Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Mortal Kombat. We're still on Mortal Kombat. We're going to talk about it a little bit more and move on and move forward. So, where we stopped at, I think we were saying what we could have done better with Mortal Kombat. And Crowder the Collector, you was, I know you was giving your thoughts on it. So, what else would have done better with this film?
Well, I feel like they kind of cluttered it with too many characters that they were trying to keep a storyline up for.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think I'd have cleared that out a little bit and focused more on a few less characters. Like David said, it would have been nice if they would have indulged more into the Scorpion and Sub-Zero beef and let us know exactly why it was and what was going down between them. I mean, you had one guy that was from China and the other one was Japanese, and like no real reason to why they were after one another. They brought in a character like Cabal, and I felt like his character looked a lot cooler than he actually was.
Yeah,
like he didn't do much, and his whole interaction with Kano, I thought it was weird because every time Kano said something, Cabal's response had nothing to do with what Kano was saying. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, why is he still his replies just didn't make sense to what Kano was telling us. And I feel like they got rid of Kung Lao way too quick. That was a character they could have kept around a little bit longer. He was definitely a beast, but I guess they trying to kind of flare out Liu Kang's character a little bit more and give him more depth and reason, I guess, by the time they get into the next few movies. Because from what I'm hearing, if that's to go on, they looking at maybe 2 or 3 more movies. From what I heard, I'm not 100% sure, but from what I heard, the guy that plays Sub-Zero is supposed to be signed on for like 4 movies if they continue to go. Yeah. And so I can tell, like, I feel like if they're gonna go that far into the franchise and do something like that, then they could have definitely kept some of those characters on the back burner for a little bit longer. I don't think they should have killed off Kano so damn early. And because I mean, like I said, he was the best part of the movie, and then they just took him out. It was downhill from the moment that he decided to join the other side, because even the way that he just kind of shrugged and was like, okay, what do I need to do? And just went bad like that. I mean, even though he had enough reason to, given what was going on before that, but I still feel like that was kind of a weak lead in to him being a bad guy, and then them killing him off so early when he was obviously the best part of the movie. Yeah. So that's just a few things.
I agree with you on that one, man. I agree with you. Cause like I said, I like the Ford it was, but there are like a lot of things I said they could have done differently. What I would have done is, since they're not doing the tournament style right now, and I like that concept of Shang Tsung, since they so close to reaching the world to come to our world or whatever, and getting all that power. I like that thought, that concept of, hey man, look, we already there. Let's cheat. I saw what power that these new Mortal Kombat's have, and we need to get a jump on this now. And so I would have had it to where, so you have Melina. Melina is Bay. I don't care what anybody say. But before we get into the other stuff, why they talk about Melina hair, man, being nappy? And you saw that post that I posted earlier, man, about they were upset that Melina hair. This one lady posted, why Melina hair look all nappy and raggedy with 2 braids like hadn't been done within 2 months. And I said, look, you put so much logic into this.
The movie.
I'm wondering why they worried about this child hair when she got dried up blood all over her face.
Excellent.
Like she just walking around willy-nilly, like just face just covered in blood, ain't washed it off at all. Like she just every once in a while she just licked the side of her face to get the taste of worthy blood back in her system. And she sat up there and tasted Sonya's blood and knew she wasn't even worthy.
Yeah.
So I know she was sitting around there like a kid with chocolate cake on his face, just licking it off every chance she did. They sit up there worried about her damn braid. Get out of here.
I'm like, dude, and my homeboy said, man, look, there's other things that's wrong with this movie than what you worry about some damn hair. And
yeah,
I'm looking like, I say, first and foremost, she looked better outside of her costume. And I'm pretty sure when a terracotta demon-like woman with rabbit-looking teeth is going around killing you, she not worried about her hair at all. And I was like,
I doubt she has any kind of good hygiene.
I was like,
I don't think she washes nothing.
No, you be happy that
bathe in blood.
Yeah, you be happy if she clean off them damn sides before she stab and kill your ass. So
yeah,
I mean,
because if the sides don't kill you, the infection will.
Yeah, she gonna bite the shit out you. She gonna kill you. So I mean, it's like, why is that important? Like, who's worried about that when somebody's trying to kill you? Oh, your hair not up to par. Oh, I guess I don't need to kill you today. So I don't know. It just made me laugh real quick. So
like, I'm sorry. Like, if you worried about a child's hair in a movie like Mortal Kombat, this ain't the movie for you.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be watching it in the first place.
Yeah, man. Oh my gosh, it had me laughing, man. And I was like, "You worried about her?" I said, "Man, it's some hood fights that I've seen where girls' hair look not up to par." Or I'm like, women that their hair all messed up and sticking out in the back, or they get that weave ripped out.
I've seen many of those type of fights up close and personal.
Damn, a fight.
Tell you something, ain't nobody here.
What you say, Davis?
Let's go walk in Walmart for 5 minutes. We'll see.
Damn, a Walmart. We in Houston walking Fiesta.
Ooh, looking rough. Looking straight up rough, man. Oh my god,
boy.
Oh my god, man. That had me like. The meme about to come out. The meme's about to start hitting real. All this week, I'm looking forward to the memes, man. But the costumes, I think the costumes for all the characters were looking good. But as I digress. So what I would have done, since it's not the tournament yet, and you have Melina, you have Cabal, and I didn't like how they did Rico either, or Goro. So what I would have done is get the Mortal Kombat characters that look assassin-ish like. So you got Melina and Cabal, right? And then you could have Goro come through and just, mess shit up or whatever. Scare the hell out of him to like, man, I'm not fucking with him. And you could have had them, and that pretty much could have been it. Like, it's an assassin's game. I'm finna go get these characters. We finna kill them off. And we finna, come at them with and make it more tense, make it more dramatic. But they just dropped the ball on it. I wouldn't have killed off Kung Lao either because his entrance was dope. His entrance was fire. So I enjoyed Kung Lao's entrance. I wouldn't have killed off Goro. And I know they said something about, Shang Tsung said something about pretty much that, giving you a little hint that they'll all be back. All the characters that got killed off. I wouldn't have killed off Kano either because his character is too much fun. And he just owned that character. So it's just different type of character. So I would have Jax would have did a cameo appearance for me to get you, what we call him, David, ashtray bitch. From
ashtray bitch.
Have you seen? I'm happy for the brother because that last role he was in from Tyler Perry. What was it?
Okay, I just saw that meme before we got on this, so now it just clicked to me.
It just clicked,
okay.
Yeah. So Fall from Grace. That movie had everything wrong with it. It was what it was, but it was a scene, bro, where me and David always talk about where he dropped this line, and it just didn't fit with what he did. He pretty much in the bedroom smoking a cigarette, got a beer on the side, and I laughed so hard when he said "ashtray, bitch," because he told her to get himself an ashtray. And as he dropped that line, he twinkled his toes a little bit. And we was like, you can't just say a line like that and do what you just did and sound serious. It's so awful place. That movie.
You know what? You know what? It's funny you say that because I felt that way right before when he fights Sub-Zero and he goes, I did 6 tours, motherfucker. And I was like, bruh, first off, I feel like a dude that did 6 tours and survived 6 tours wouldn't feel the need to say that he's done 6 tours.
Yeah.
Like, it just didn't feel like, I was like, what sense did you even need to say that for? In none of those 6 tours, did you find somebody that could conjure up icicles and sharp ass out of they? Bruh, he just made snowfall and then turned it into ice and threw it all down your truck. Who in your 6 tours did you fight that had you thinking that was an okay line to say and think you was gonna survive after that shit? And then that fall after he got his, bruh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Jack should have been dead after that fight, bruh. Not because of the way that his arms was taken off, but that fall that he took afterwards. Like, bruh, he went head first into that next level and then fell off of that into the ground with no arms to catch himself.
Yeah.
That motherfucker should have been dead.
Hey, boy.
And you're a regular human being.
Yeah.
We're in a logical state right now. And then it made no sense, like Liu Kang was able to find him and bring him back before they was able to get to the island.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't make sense either.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, he made it all the way over there and got back and found y'all in the sunset of this whole island. And Jackson's already back in here getting worked on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, it was. But yeah, 6 tours didn't mean shit, Jax. No, I'm sorry.
Bro. No, I'm like, Jax, that's a superpowered being. I don't think he's worried about your 6 tours. Anybody over there can freeze you during the 6 tours or something, man. But I mean, I'm happy for brother. It's a role that he needed to get that. It's a step in the right direction for him. I just hope they do better the next go around.
He always gonna be Ashtray, man.
With that bag wig.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Because I didn't see that, but I saw he was actually in Nobody's Fool.
Yeah.
And I saw him in that. And he was just I think he was wasn't he the pre-ejaculate man or some shit like that?
I think so. Did I catch that one? I can't remember if I did or didn't.
That was the one with Tiffany Haddish.
Okay, yeah.
And Whoopi Goldberg played the mama.
Yeah, man. I'm happy for him. He needed a role like this, and he's a good actor. He's a solid actor, and you when you see the good people getting good roles, you just you root for them and everything. So
right.
I just hope that it gets better, and they'll find out what was done wrong, and they do better in the tournament and everything else. Like I said, the fatalities were great. The special effects, cool. The costumes, the way everybody looked good. It's just that they dropped the ball on some things, and it could have been done better. It really could have been done better. But I like it for what it was.
I wasn't a fan of Jax's arms and how that came about.
Yeah.
I just wasn't getting that at all. And that whole fight thing that he did before they like fully came to function, I was just like, this was a bad route to go.
Yeah, they should have did it like. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, but like you said, like it would have been better if they would have kind of just had him maybe as a sideline character, real little guest star character, real quick, and then we might have dove more into him in the next few movies if they decide to go forward with it. Because I mean, even though they have plans for it, until they, calculate all the box office numbers and all that kind of stuff, then they're gonna decide whether or not they actually want to move forward with another movie. But I think with the whole Johnny Cage, not at the end, they definitely gonna try. That was their attempt to catch another movie, at least bring him into the fold, and then maybe pop off another 2 or 3 in the end.
Yeah.
So
they could have done.
yeah.
I think they could have done cameo appearance for Goro, cameo appearance for Jax, and Jax could have got his arms ripped off that way, save him for the next one. Goro should have came through, messed some shit up, cameo, and then save him for the next one. You should have ran Cabal, Melina, and give me. There's so many multiple characters you could have put with it. Go ahead, give me the original: Liu Kang, Sonya, and Johnny Cage. That Cole Young character, he could have been another side character. That you just, he could have been another side character. Let him do an awesome scene to where we're like, man, I want to see more about that character, And then, because there's so many characters you can select from. So you can select these right characters for these cameo appearances and save it. Tease us just enough with it, give us that gritty thing to it, a gritty feel to it. You good. So yeah, so I give it a C plus. I still enjoyed it for what it was. But yeah, it's a lot of things they could have done better to where it could have been a really great movie. So, it is what it is, man. It is.
Yeah.
It is. So, yeah. So, we're gonna move on to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I know David was. I'll let David go ahead and say his thoughts on it, and we'll chime in.
Well, I don't know, because every episode I fell asleep on except the last one.
Yeah.
It just was so boring.
Gotcha.
Except the last one.
Man. Except the last one. I stayed awake for the last one. But the rest, I was like, I was gone. I'm like, this is so boring.
It wasn't his cup of tea, but it wasn't. I enjoyed it, man.
Boring. That's all. It was boring. I mean, it was pretty good for what it was worth. The thing about the MCU is you gotta watch it because they always leave Easter eggshells for the next movie or something like that. So you have to watch this stuff because when the next movie gonna come out, you're gonna be lost.
Yeah.
So it's a fine weave. It's a fine weave franchise that they're doing. It's not quite as entangled though as something like the Arrowverse. It's a lot easier to watch. But that is, I mean, we're approaching some murky territory because we're already 23 movies and now 2 series into a whole franchise is gonna just keep on building. And like they make you invest into all of this stuff because like you said with the Easter eggs, it's always something that's gonna lead to something else. And if you miss one thing and you catch something else, you're gonna wonder what happened there because you might not be getting what everybody else is catching. But it's a it's a very entertaining. I mean, yeah.
I enjoyed it, man. I like the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Now Captain America and the Winter Soldier because they about to do the I guess it was the movie or another season of it. I enjoyed it, man. I will say that I think looking back at it right now, I think Carly's character could have been. They could have because what I heard earlier is that they couldn't do some things because of the pandemic. They had a whole different storyline for it, like with a virus or something like that. I think, but they had to change it because they think people will be more too sensitive about what's going on right now. Me, I look at it as to where it's like you could have tweaked a little bit of this here and then and there and still went forward with it because there's a whole lot of zombie apocalypse movie coming on talk about infection. I mean,
Yeah, coming on.
Yeah. They got is it Zack Snyder that's coming out with another zombie film?
Yeah.
With Amari Hardwick and Batista in it. Yeah. So I mean, they could have done
there's a movie on Hulu right now called I think it's like COVID 23 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like so, you might as well just went for the whole thing. But
yeah.
It's Disney, so I guess they're gonna always try to be a little bit more attentive to what might trigger people and stuff like that. So
Death Row. Don't play with Death Row.
we call Disney and Mickey Mouse Death Row Records over there. Everybody coming over there, man. Check it out.
Or they absorbing everybody in sight.
Man, it's crazy too how everybody jumping ship. Like you see how Michael Keaton was over there with Batman and them. Then he jump over here to Marvel. Now he finna go right back to DC for the Flashpoint and everything. So yeah,
that's one actor that's like gonna be juggling 2 different universes. Well, actually 3, if you consider the 2 or 3 different universes they actually gonna have in the Flash.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Forgot about that. Yeah. But
these last 2, because I wanted to do a reaction after the 5th episode, and we said we was gonna hold off until this one.
Yeah.
Because I thought, as good as the 4th, the 4th episode probably was the best episode, but the 5th was almost just as good. And I wanted to talk about it because we had predicted so much stuff when we did that last video.
We did.
And a lot of stuff came to light. And then I was like, well, okay, I just got proved wrong. Because I definitely didn't see them. I definitely didn't see them having time to like get back and like start cleaning up their storylines the way that they did. Like Sam actually went home and, you know, he got back to his roots and, you know, they did the whole boat fix and did all this kind of stuff, and they finally came to terms with, okay, we're not going to do this and all that type of stuff. So I thought, and then even him, honestly, my favorite part of the show was the Isaiah Bradley storyline and how they brought it all back within that 5th and 6th episode. And I just thought his whole scene was just powerful to watch. And I love how they wrapped it up at the end, especially for him. I would have liked, like I saw on some YouTube videos, they were saying it too, like I would have liked they would have did some flashback sequences and showed, you know, exactly what happened while he was telling the story to Sam at his house. But it was still just a good episode to watch. That beginning of that episode, that 5th episode, where Bucky and Sam follow John Walker into the warehouse, and then they duke it out.
Yeah.
I will say that I feel like if Bucky been alive for 100+ years and been a Winter Soldier for all this time, I feel like Bucky should have been able to do a lot more damage to John Walker than what he did.
Yeah.
Especially with the Falcon on his side, because Carly Morgenthau whooped John Walker's ass by herself in that 6th episode. And then, but the Winter Soldier couldn't do it with a Falcon assist. That part didn't make no sense to me.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Yeah. But I will say, Anthony Mackie's part when Bucky gives him back that shield, and Sam sits up there and starts tearing up while he wipes that blood off that shield. Yeah. I felt like that might have been Anthony Mackie's best performance as an actor. Yeah. Just that little moment right there, because I said, damn, I felt that for him because he knew that blood was on there because of him.
Yeah. I agree.
That was a good ass performance.
That was. Like when we was talking about that last time, Anthony Mackie came a long way from crossover to getting ripped apart by Eminem on 8 Mile. Yeah, man. So he came a long way, man. He's doing his thing. He got movies on Netflix and everything. He's up, man. And this is his moment. So he strike while iron is hot. And I applaud him. I'm happy for him. And it was so much to unpack from those last 2 episodes. When, like we talked about it, like how they gonna do this, how they gonna do that. They got enough time to do this because there's so much going on, and they were able to to deliver, and do it and hit it, and
in certain ways, because I honestly do feel like aside from Sam's storyline and Isaiah Bradley's, I kind of felt like the rest of the ending was rushed.
Yeah,
like I felt Bucky's whole thing with him confronting and telling the older guy that he killed his son. I felt like that whole little scene was rushed. I didn't feel like they had dove enough into it or made it as powerful as it was supposed to have been, giving off the vibes it had at the beginning of the series. I felt Sharon Carter's part was rushed. That post-credit scene with her, I didn't feel like they needed that last part to it. They could have just ended that with her walking out of that courtroom with that little evil smirk on her face, and that would have been it. Yeah, I kind of feel like, but because of the fact I know, because like you said, I also saw that in a YouTube story that was saying how, they had to do rewrites and do certain stuff and switch it up because, well, I didn't know about the part you were saying as far as the storyline, but I knew that they did rewrites because of having to reschedule due to COVID. And so you can tell in that episode, that last episode, they probably took the biggest hit as far as having to redo stuff. And so like I feel like a lot of that stuff was rushed in that last episode. It was kind of my least favorite episode, maybe. It was still a good one. It was okay to me, but as far as everything, like the last few episodes went, like it was kind of a downgrade compared to the other two. And so that's just how I felt about it. It was okay.
Gotcha, man. I was about to say, man, what Adora Milaje gonna come back in here and whoop somebody's ass again? I think we all talked about that.
Man.
They came through. They told John, man, like, man, don't you might not want to touch these women, man. They gonna do some shit to you, man. So
you know what was funny though was the fact when Bucky started conversing with Sarah, Sam's sister, and Bucky got that little smile on his face when he started talking to her. And it took me a minute to realize, I was like, bro, Bucky been in Wakanda for a little minute. Bucky got that taste for that flavor on him now, boy. So Bucky was sitting up there checking out Sarah. I was like, all right, man, I see you, boy. He said he wants something on that. So
oh my God.
I was definitely, I liked how Bucky like came in and kind of embraced the rest of the he kind of, you could see he felt at home out there. And it was the peace he was looking for, like that, similar to Wakanda in a way. And like I said, I didn't like how they wrapped up his story, but I did at the same time as far as him with them. But it definitely could have been done better with the older guy. Even with the chick, because like he never actually went back and talked to her after he walked out on that date.
That is true.
And like he was just in the window and she saw him and he just walked off and smiled, and I was like, okay, well, that's that I think that could have been done better.
Yeah, he probably told himself, now I want a piece of Sam's sister. I saw that black thing out there. I saw that brown sugar. Was that David?
He smelled that cocoa butter.
Man, I'm telling you, he was sitting up there ready to be a stepdaddy and everything.
I thought that was about to happen too. I thought they'll have a scene where he like, yeah, I'm talking to your sister, man. So that would have been funny. I wish they would go. They should have did that. That would have been funny. But it was I liked it, man. I thought it was sharp from transitioning from film to a TV show. I mean, it's Disney. Like David said, that's Death Row Records. They got high quality stuff over there. So I thought it was cool. I thought Sam's Captain America suit was cool.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool to me. I was like, okay, that's cool. I kind of you wasn't I see. I know everybody didn't like it.
That boy, I'm Captain America. Look at Falcon. I'm Captain America. I said, yeah, grab your nuts.
Man, I'm gonna say the suit was okay, but it could have been a whole lot better because it was supposed to be a Wakandan suit. Like it didn't make because it looked like a suit. It looked similar to Steve's original battle suit in the first Captain America movie. Like that was the kind of it looked like the same kind of material, and I'm like, I know the Wakandans got better material than that on their damn boat, on their plane or whatever.
Yeah.
And I felt like it could have, even though I wasn't much for the nanotech suit that T'Challa wore in the Black Panther, I preferred his suit in Civil War versus the nanotech.
Was that you say, David?
I said I did too.
Yeah, I kind of like that his Civil War suit better than the other one. It was, I don't know what it was, something about
Falcon. With the Falcon, right now the Falcon is Captain America, so they copied off the book.
Right, and that would have been fine too. Like I got them want to have like comic accuracy or whatever, but I feel like even with that they could have made a better suit in Wakanda that even looked like the one that is the comic accurate one, just like a little bit more sleek on them, or a little bit like a little bit better fitting, because I mean I know it's comic accurate, but I wasn't feeling that headpiece at all on him. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was the headpiece himself or maybe just the shape of his head, but I felt the same way about John Walker's suit too, though.
Boy, that was ripping John Walker's suit, man. I agree with that. That's the only thing I didn't like about Falcon's new suit is the whole little face, the goggles and everything. It was something about it that was kind of
It might have been better if it was like something that covered his entire head and his ears,
right,
and just like left his his jaw and stuff open. But I know, I mean, like you say, they want to be comic book accurate, and I get that, but sometimes not. For this day and age and the way movies are going, you're not always going to get the best look when you're doing comic book accuracy, considering how bright and colorful and stuff it was being an original back in the day.
Yeah. Like how Vision's suit was when they did WandaVision. Come on, that red loud face and your highlight.
Right.
Like, boy, you come outside like that, boy, we're gonna roast you for real, man.
Yeah, it could have been a little bit more sleeker, but fortunately for us, we know that, they never have the same suit twice.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a different suit by the time he shows up again, hopefully. Because Captain America, Iron Man, all of them, each time they show up, they got a different damn suit.
True.
So
true.
So we'll see. But yeah, I honestly felt like John Walker's suit was probably made out of better material than Captain America's suit.
It looked
like, well, shit, you got Wakanda sitting up there making this stuff. How you not coming out with better, sleeker stuff than that?
Yeah, I agree on that.
And too much white in that damn suit too.
Yeah, I agree.
I just felt like he was just too bright. It was too bright.
It was too bright.
But and honestly, I felt like they missed a better reveal if they'd have had done it at the end of episode 5. By the time he opened, I'm not gonna lie. Episode 5, they set up there and they showed us that he was gonna have a new suit about a half an hour before the episode ended, and waited the last minute for him to open up that case and to cut to credits for me to yell "fuck you" at the screen out of anger. But they could have just easily showed him open up that case, did a 360 panel reveal of him in that suit, and then him peel off, and then credits.
Yeah.
They missed a real good reveal of his new suit.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't as good in that next episode because like you already knew he was about to come in straight with it.
Right. I agree upon
that. That's my opinion.
Yeah, man. I agree upon it. So closing moments. We are almost out of time here. But I agree with you on that, man. It was it was a good series, 6 episodes. I know we talked about it. We don't know if that's gonna be enough, but it was cool, man. I'm looking forward to see what they do next. For Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I think WandaVision was better.
It was.
Yeah, I think WandaVision was better. I know we'll see what Loki does. We'll see what Hawkeye does. I'm waiting for the Dora Milaje, the Black Panther series. I'm waiting on that one.
They're making a series.
Yeah, they're coming out with it. They've been talking about a series for that, a Wakanda series. I will say
after seeing them wreck shop in this one, I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Oh man, move or be moved.
Yeah.
And before we go, I would like to say that I love that what Sam said to that big secretary guy, whatever Congress guy, whatever Senator, whatever he was. I love what he said to him. If y'all have not seen that yet, go see that, man. You're about to wake up to that every day in the morning. So, but with that being said, appreciate you gentlemen for doing this review with me, this breakdown.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Y'all welcome. Y'all always welcome. Whenever y'all want to talk about something, we can do it again, man. Or I don't know what's the next big blockbuster film coming out. I don't know. I can't. I don't know.
I'll be losing track now, honestly.
Yeah. What's that, David?
Something coming out next month. I forgot what it was though.
I forgot too. But we know Black Widow.
Nobody knows.
Yeah. We know Black Widow coming. We still waiting on Candyman. We still waiting on Quiet Place 2, Thor. So there's something coming up soon, but we're gonna get to it.
You can keep Thor. I'm not even trying to watch that one.
I'm not really looking forward to it. We'll see where it goes. We'll see what happens. But like I said, thank you again, gentlemen. Right. We'll see what happens. Whatever. Arsenio?
What's up?
What was that last name?
No, I was just saying, I was like, oh, it might be fun.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give it a try. I'm gonna check it out. Russell Crowe just confirmed he's supposed to be playing Zeus in that. So we getting some.
What?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we getting some mythical gods in there.
Yes, sir.
Switching over to Greek mythology. I'm looking forward to that. I can see him playing Zeus. Yeah.
We'll get at it next time. But thank y'all again. Y'all have a good one, man.
Appreciate it, man.
All right.
Thanks for that.